Have you ever wondered why you feel sleepy at night and wide awake in the morning? Why can't we just flip a switch and become night owls, sleeping all day and working all night? Well, the answer lies deep within our biology, in a fascinating internal clock that runs our lives. This isn't just a habit, it's a powerful ancient system wired into our very DNA. Today, we're diving into the science of our sleep-wake cycle, also known as the circadian rhythm, and exploring why messing with it can be a really bad idea. So, what exactly is this circadian rhythm? Think of it as your body's 24-hour master clock. It's located in a tiny part of your brain called the suprachiasmatic nucleus, or SCN for short. This SCN is like the conductor of a massive orchestra, ensuring that thousands of bodily functions, from hormone release to digestion to body temperature, all happen at the right time. The most powerful cue for this master clock is light, especially sunlight. When light hits your eyes in the morning, it sends a signal to your SCN saying, "Hey, it's daytime. Time to be alert and active." This triggers a cascade of events, including the suppression of a hormone called melatonin. Melatonin is often called the hormone of darkness because its levels rise in the evening when light fades, signaling to your body that it's time to wind down and prepare for sleep. This beautiful dance between light and melatonin is the fundamental reason we are naturally programmed to be awake during the day and asleep at night. This system is incredibly ancient. Even single-celled organisms have simple versions of this internal clock. For our early human ancestors, being in sync with the sun was a matter of survival. Being active during the day meant they could hunt, gather food, and spot predators more easily. At night, when it was dark and dangerous, seeking shelter and resting was the safest and most energy-efficient strategy. So, over millions of years of evolution, our bodies became finely tuned to this daily cycle. Our entire physiology, from our metabolism to our immune system, is optimized to function best on this day-active, night-inactive schedule. Now you might be thinking, but I'm a night owl. I feel most productive late at night, and that's a valid point. There are natural variations in our internal clocks, what scientists call chronotypes. Some of us are larks, who naturally wake up early and feel best in the morning. Others are owls, who prefer to stay up late and sleep in. Most of us fall somewhere in between. These differences are largely genetic. However, even for the most extreme night owls, completely reversing the cycle, sleeping soundly from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and being fully active all night, goes against our fundamental biology. It's like trying to make a sunflower face away from the sun. It can be done, but it's a constant struggle against a powerful natural force. So what happens when we try to force this reversal? This is where things get interesting and a little concerning. Think about shift workers, nurses, factory workers, pilots, who have to work through the night. They are essentially living in a state of chronic jet lag. Their internal clock is screaming, "It's nighttime, go to sleep." But their job requires them to be alert. This creates a serious mismatch, and the consequences can be significant. Their bodies are flooded with sleep-promoting melatonin while they're trying to concentrate, leading to decreased performance and a higher risk of accidents. Then, when they finally get home in the morning, the bright sunlight is telling their brain to wake up, making it incredibly difficult to get deep, restorative sleep. It's a constant battle against their own biology. The scientific evidence backing this up is overwhelming. Researchers have studied the effects of disrupting the circadian rhythm for decades. For instance, a study published by Manish and colleagues in 2015 highlighted the struggles people face when they try to alter their natural sleep patterns. The experiment found that participants who were forced to live on a schedule that was out of sync with their natural rhythm experienced a range of negative effects. Their cognitive performance declined, their moods worsened, and they showed early signs of metabolic problems. This isn't just one isolated study. A huge body of literature confirms these findings. Long-term circadian disruption, like that experienced by chronic shift workers, is linked to a higher risk of serious health issues. We're talking about an increased likelihood of developing heart disease, obesity, diabetes, and even certain types of cancer. Why does this happen? Because every cell in your body has its own little clock, and they all take their cues from the master clock in your brain. When the master clock is confused, it's like the conductor of the orchestra has lost the sheet music. The violins start playing at the wrong time, the drums are offbeat, and the whole symphony turns into chaos. For example, your digestive system is primed to process food during the day. When you eat a large meal in the middle of the night, your gut is essentially asleep and isn't prepared to handle it efficiently. This can lead to digestive issues and problems with how your body processes sugar and fat, contributing to weight gain and metabolic syndrome over time. Similarly, your immune system has a rhythm. It's generally more active at night to fight off infections while you rest. Disrupting this can weaken your immune response, making you more susceptible to getting sick. Even our mental health is deeply connected to our internal clock. Think about how you feel after a single night of bad sleep. You're probably irritable, unfocused, and emotionally volatile. Now imagine feeling that way all the time. Chronic misalignment between your lifestyle and your circadian rhythm is a major stressor on the body and brain. It's been linked to an increased risk of depression, anxiety, and other mood disorders. The hormones that regulate stress, like cortisol, have a very distinct daily rhythm, peaking in the morning to help you wake up and declining throughout the day. When this rhythm is flattened or reversed, it can throw your entire stress response system out of whack, leaving you in a constant state of low-grade stress. So can we ever truly reverse the cycle? For the vast majority of people, the answer is no, not without significant health consequences. Our biology is simply too powerful. While you can use things like blackout curtains, specific light therapy, and carefully timed melatonin supplements to shift your schedule by an hour or two, a complete 12-hour flip is fighting a losing battle against millions of years of evolution. Our bodies are fundamentally designed to be in sync with the light-dark cycle of our planet. The health and well-being we experience are a direct result of how well we honor that ancient contract. In our modern 24/7 society, it's easier than ever to ignore our internal clocks. We have electric lights that turn night into day and screens that pump blue light into our eyes right before bed, tricking our brains into thinking it's still daytime and suppressing melatonin. It's a recipe for circadian disruption. The key takeaway here is to listen to your body. Prioritizing a consistent sleep schedule that aligns as much as possible with the natural day-night cycle isn't just a luxury. It's a cornerstone of good health. It's about working with your biology, not against it. So tonight, when you start to feel sleepy, don't fight it. See it as your body's wise ancient clock, guiding you toward the rest and restoration you need to thrive. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more deep dives into the science of our amazing bodies. Sweet dreams.